in a few minutes early. Oh, hello, Binks, you've been scupped. Was it a crime that I wasn't paying attention to you? Is that why you were yelling so loud? Did you want them to hear you so that they could send help? Send help. You're not getting every ounce of my attention. There is more attention that you could have. And so it is a crime. Alright. I don't remember what my quick buttons do. I think I did start and select is up there. Hello, Binks. Yeah, you're a purry boy. Yes, alright, all of the headbutts. You're entitled to the 6 minutes before stream starts. They're your minutes. I'm gonna do the thing. We haven't done it in a while. Yes, Binks. You get the cuddle. I mean, as long as you're there, I can't start the timer. Yes. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I can't start the timer while you're laying on my arm, Binks. And I know you don't give a shit. I kinda do. Alright, we're gonna do it this way. We'll take the cat handicap. 3, 2, 1, go. We're all to blame. Alright. Let's do the usual route. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Alright. You're good? Whoop. No, you're just repositioning? Gotta remember we also have shop sanity. Ballads and Mabe. Flippers and Canalet, that's good. Shield and Swamp is mid. Boomerang and Catfish. Second bracelet's up mountain, alright. Nothing that we're immediately going after, and pretty much everything that's just gonna be on the way. Hey, Muddy! Oop. I'll take a moment to peek. Heart container, we don't need. Dun 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 dun. Alright, let's take a peek. Bananas. We don't need the dog food, so... Free nanners. We want powder. Alright, nightmare key. I do want that rooster, but we can't afford it. We'll have to remember that it's there. Try for rupees out here. Shovel, we'll take it. Don't need the seashell at the moment. I really want that rooster. Could try to fish the pond. If I had bombs, I could get rupees in. Big's right on my wrist making this hard. He's my shithead. He's been very about my lap lately. He's been an extra big suck. 10 arrows. Okay, I think I've got a plan and a hope that I find, like, 12 rupees. There's a 20. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... Nothing! My favorite. Ow. So we're gonna go get the mushroom stuff and then save and quit back. Because we gotta dig out the thing. Scale, we'll take scale. Alright. Let's go get Rooster. Alright. Da-na-na-na-na-na. There's Ballad. Which we don't need, but... Da-na-na-da-da-da-da. Now we can get over holes. We grab this. Sword is excellent. Matter of fact, I'm going to use that sword right now. I think we just go left. Second song, or song 3. Shield. I mean, to remember that this is in rotation. There's a witch in prairie. Who'da thunk? Alright. Squeeze in here real quick. We don't need the rupees. Arrows, nothing. Can get the early checks here. Or a few of them at least. Since it's only Nightmare Key Sanity. Bum 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 bum. Early Pinyap, eh? Let's do the thing I always forget to do, which is go get the portal here to make my life easier later. Ow. Alright. Ooh, Slime Key. That's a check. And Bird Key. I'm an assassin sent by Madame Meow Meow. That was bad. Rude. Alright, brings off my arm. Excellent. We can play at full capacity. Yeah. Alright, I think we go to the dig spot. Arrows we don't need. Huzzah! I didn't do D0 last week, and I was punished for it. I'm just gonna take that. Because non-key sanity, 6 checks. It's much more worthwhile this week. Still getting used to the clicky button, D-pad. Boing. I say we gotta do every check anyway, so... Good thing I have 40 powder, sir. The letter. Do I want to cash in the letter now? I don't think there's anything else in the woods to do, so I think that would be worthwhile. Good old stone Hinox. Alright, this will be... probably Nightmare Key and a regular key. Beacon a regular key, or... Beak. Alright. Gotta go back and check them anyway. Oh right, Nightmare Keys are randomized. I'm a dummy. Nope, got letter. Let's go get the last check. Alright, so when we get the Nightmare Key, it is just 2 checks. Alright. That's fine. We got a heart, we got letter. We're close enough to go do letter now. And then we can return home and go start doing everything else. Da 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 da. Alright, I'm gonna temporarily not do the thing. Oh, I just realized that we've got new, like, checky things on the map where it shows rooster paths. That's kind of neat. Face key. Okay, I think we do... do ledge check, then Villa skip. Buffer. There we go. Ah! No bark. It's fine. Angler's Key's in the bay. Weird. There we go. Oh, and an extra heart. We'll take it. Alright, Villa skip was nothing. Ba-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We have bananas. Oh, big yawn. Monkey doesn't spawn. Bye-bye. Da-na-na-na. Nothing. Oh, big yawn. Don't have enough seashells yet. Face Shrine's Nightmare Key. That is spicy. If we got bombs, we could just go do that. Hey, Sokka! Ow. Have a great Friday, I shall. Castle gate open. That is interesting. Why am I going this way? I can't do that yet. Zoot. Let's see. Do I go to castle? I think I do Animal Village stuff first. Damage boost. Mostly because there's a bunch of checks down this way. And for the lols. Rude. I was really trying to not die there. More money we don't need. Alright, we're basically done with shovel. Bark. Fuck! Bomb fairies are the worst enemy. Like, hands down, the worst enemy. Because I have pineapple, can I peek this? I cannot, because that check's weird. Alright, there's the last portal I wanted, so we can get back here easily. Hookshot! That is interesting. Frogsland's Woods doesn't do anything for me. Hookshot is big, though. Hookshot is us going down here. Boots! I like boots. Okay, let's go do Armos Maze. Just in case I die. That was also both other ways to Animal Village, hidden behind Rooster, essentially. Mandatory Rooster to Animal Village. I don't know how I died there. I must have just not been paying attention. Nothing. Mountain is very in logic. I hate low health Armos. Fucking hell. There we go. Had to time those bounces right. Thanks, I hate it. Alright, let's go bonk the tree, I suppose. X Live, also known as 44. Alright, let's see if this was worth it to wait on. Red tunic. Yeah, would have been a little nice, but not... Well, it would have been really good for the Armos Knight fight. Thanks, it sucks. Alright. Let's go fight Armos. Rude. Rude. Flippers! We will take those to the bank! And bombs? Oh, baby! Fucking in! Yeah, I should have done Cannel at the moment I got the gate open, apparently. And Color Dungeon's Nightmare Key? That's just 2 checks for free. More medicine, doesn't matter. Okay, I think we're gonna have to walk out of here. Because that is our 5th seashell. It's a seashell check. We've got to do the dive checks. Okay, garbage. Dude. Oh, no, Heavy's not frozen. Alright. Let's do it this way. Rupees. Alright. Okay, I think I'm gonna return home after this. This will be 2 checks up here. Seashell. Golden Leaf and Tail Cave. Alright. We are going to cheat, because cheating is fun. Alright, all 3 upgrades achieved. Alright. To Boots and Bombs Cave. Ooh, hey! Tree Fairy. Rude. Vanilla Honeycomb? In my rando? My Christian rando. I could go for... How much can we do in D6? It's a lot of hard logic in D6, because we only have boots and not feather. Versus going up mountain, we can do most things. Ow, fuck! We can do raft game as well. Raft game would take me to D6. We could do most of left side. And then the mini-boss is viable. Let's get the 4 checks here. Most of them will be keys. Dang, I traveled 4 screens. I don't really want to do that. Hello, good sir. Ba-na-na-na. Good sir, don't look at me like that. D7 Nightmare Key, literally the worst one. Alright. Ow. I'm getting bullied! Just want to delete bomb fairies. Is that so much to ask? It's because the entire reason I killed the island, just bomb fairies. We also have the key, so we gotta get that check. Rude! Rude! Alright. We will be glitching. Stone Beak. Alright, so we gotta make sure we get the Stone Beak check. There's a second Stone Beak check, but... Nap. Hookshots in the desert. Who'd have thought? Outrageous. Best trick in the game! I'm gonna wait for my health to recharge. Kablam! So I started blasting. Rude. I'll have to read that in a second. Dude. I was gonna say where the Goombas were in LADX. Dude. Chris M. Discord. Zelda Async thread. Someone claimed Goomba for LADX. Someone asked where the Goomba in LADX. There are some in dungeons. There's in D7. It's for Goomba surfers. I don't have any keys. I can't fight the mini-boss. Interesting. Dungeons in which there are none? D3 doesn't have any? Yeah, 3, 4, 0, yep, that would check out. Where are they in 5? I know there's Cheap Cheeps in 5. Nope, they're in the area just before the boss, you're right. Trying to think. See, harder than thinking of where there are none is trying to remember exactly where they all are. D1, they're on the way to Feather. D2, they're in the tunnel between, or the secret tunnel, yeah. That goes from D2 to the Nightmare Key Room. Or goes from just past the mini-boss to the Nightmare Key Room. Alright, fine. You win, you got them all there. It's fine. We don't need arrows. I can't believe that bomb trigger worked. I was just like, I'll just, like, wing it. If it happens, it happens. Toot. The D6 in the tunnel with sparks. And the D4 ladders. Or the 4 ladders. Yep. Alright, how much D5 can we do? Yeah, we probably gotta go up mountain for Feather at this point. The best seeds. When you got an hour without Feather. Tenth seashell, alright. There are 2 checks we can get in D5. We should do that. Do Babe Batter. Toot. Do I think it's faster to get to Babe Batter or out of D5? I think Babe Batter. Suppose I don't like hearing Babe Batter as the answer. The 2D section is agony. especially without feather. It's attack. Angler key, eh? Alright. I was gonna say, if you're gonna discriminate, you gotta discriminate specifically in this server. Cripes. Now we're gonna do this, then go do the Collar Dungeon checks, and then up mountain. Probably the play. He's coming right for me! He's on his way! No! Run, Tiny Me, run! Alright, do we require feather? We do. Alright, so go fight. Never gets old seeing the acceleration at the start. Where they just, like, start going, they pick up the speed, and they're like, alright, we'll get you. We'll get you. He's off on an adventure. I don't know why I made him a Pyrrhician. He's dead, he's not a real person. Alright, considering how annoying this fight's gonna be, this better be worth it. Because Red Tunic makes me go... Game Boy era Zeldas? I mean, are golems robots? Because if so, you could count, like, Stone Hinox and the dude at the end of the D8 boss for ages. Wow! Fucking... the 2 bomb-triggerable trades! That's fucking hilarious. And after I've bomb-triggered them. That's so funny. Very useful as usual. Fairy's like, I got some real good stuff for you this time. Yoshi doll and a fishing hook. And I'm just like, I really don't need these, Fairy, but I appreciate the moxie. Lens I could use, though. I heard you like trading. Well, there's second sword. That's gonna make life easy. That is legally a death-killing weapon. That said, I still got nightmare keys to find and a feather. Well, there's level 2 bracelet. You enabled trading sequence checks. You're gonna like it. I think they're automatically enabled. Ever since they got added. Alright, D7's not open, but we do have the key. I was gonna say, there's a Joy emote you could use. You're a subscriber. Actually, wait. Did I lock that behind the higher tiers? I might have. Like the tepid joy. I know bling is behind bits donations. Well, I'm rich. That is officially exactly max rupees. Alright. You don't have drool or bling? Alright. Yeah, those are the higher tier ones. Because they're what you do with obscene amounts of money. What do you mean? Oh, beans! My quick button didn't work. I tried to use it. Well, now I'm sad and down mountain. When trying to cheat punishes you. Truth. But I'm Maddie, I'm never punished. That's like my whole shtick. Accessibility option, yeah. It is legally cheating in a speedrun, so maybe it's better that it didn't work. I don't know, man. I was trying to facilitate cheating with it. I think it's still cheating. If it's a failed accessibility option. Yeah, so something I've noticed about it is it's really good for, like, anything where you can buffer the input. So something like the save and quit when opening a chest. But if you try to do it, like, raw on the overworld, it just hates it. Like, it'll drop bombs, it'll just do my attack buttons. It's not amazing. Trying to set it up was a pain in the ass, too. Like, you heard that attack? It's not pressing the buttons at the same time, it's trying to, like, press them in sequence for some reason. Which could have been part of how I set it up, but as far as the written instructions on it, it's like, hold the buttons you want, and then press the quick button you want to use. Which, it's very hard to press 5 buttons at once. It's the Pro 3? Yes, it is in fact the Pro 3. When it's at the left is AB and the right is Start Select. I'm not setting anything to B because or to the left one, because I use the left one to anchor for pressing most things. So I don't want to accidentally, like, squeeze it and press buttons. Also, I should probably just undo it, because if I accidentally press that combo in Ages and Seasons, which, you know, will happen for me tilting my hand the wrong way, that's gonna result in a very wonderful full reset. RNL4. I have RNL4 currently set as an additional Start Select to just try to use trigger buttons for it. Because I know a lot of people recommend putting your Start and Select on your shoulder buttons, but I'm really bad at pressing shoulder buttons. Well, I mean, if you're just gonna give it to me like that. I don't think... Yeah, this is still very out of logic. We're gonna go this way first for enemy respawn reasons. Just because I don't have Feather. Tail Cave open. Can't have Feather. Like, I think the only thing I'm logically missing for this is... what do you call it? Ocarina. A key. Could have Feather if OC and level 2 shield are left. Yeah. I think this is very out of logic. I don't think there could be much here. It was probably a mistake to come this way. Because there's only, like, 2 outstanding checks right now, which are Beach Guy and the 1 check in D4, which have to be some combination of Ocarina, Feather, or... There's just a lot of things. The fact that we're an hour without any instruments is very rough. Got a good number of the nightmare keys, at least. Is it really that check in D4? There's also some checks in D6. I think it was hard logic this week at least, but... I'm loath to use these keys, but... I think this wounds me. Save and quit it? It doesn't matter, there's another key available. Like, it's... I'll have to go across the other way anyway. Alright, well that sucked. Yeah, that's what I mean. This was the last check available, so it had to be. What a location. I know, right? I put that off because I was like, no, I just want to save and quit rather than do the doors again. Alright, there's the key that we need. Like I said, there was going to be 1 extra key available. Because there had to get into the rest of the dungeon. Garbage. Top 10 worst feather locations. Number 1! Beak, we need the beak for the 1 fucking check in the next room. The 1 time I watched the check go down. I could have done the cool drop down into that room. Tail key, alright. You know what the worst part is? Is if I had had the feather when we were at D8, we could have set up the portal there and just teleported back. Key we don't need. As As much as I want the piece of power for the movement, it's not worth the cutscene. Alright, skip this. Skip that. Which is every key, which means there's something up here. Alright, Garbo. Alright, first room should be an hour 25. I'm mad. I have mentioned that I'm still trying to get used to the new clicky D-pad, as opposed to a spongy one. Alright, Instrumante achieved. We don't have the D1 Nightmare Key. Do I just go... D8's still technically out of logic. I don't think it can have much. I think we go to D6. D6 was the other kind of has 1 or 2 checks locations, so it was where I was going to go next anyway. Feather changes nothing on the overworld, I think it just starts letting me actually do dungeons. Yeah, we can do D... We are missing D5 and... D5, 1, and 2 Nightmare Keys. We are actually missing quite a few Nightmare Keys. And we need access to D7 and D3. So we're still missing a bit. I think we can ignore most things going left, actually. We just bullet through. That's a little guy. I'm just gonna... Song 2, good to have, but... Garbage. Ah! Fuck! I fat-fingered it. It's fine. That's fine. You just tell them that you're okay, but you're not, but you don't have time to go into it, and they would never understand. I think with the bridge, this is faster to D6. Warp is back, the sun was in my eyes, my little brother had the controller. Actually, I'd never give my little brother the controller. Not anymore. Not after what happened. I can't believe I still don't have a key. That means there's one of 3 locations left for a key. Alright, so sneak into this wall. Secret seashell. Get over that. There's finally the key. In time for me to not fucking need it. Because we're gonna cheat! Cheating! Okay, that's good. And there's Ocarina, alright. What is cheating but a miserable pile of out-of-logic checks? Oh no, that's the worst part! They're in logic and I'm cheating! Actually... I think I can ignore this and just go to boss. There's only 1 check left in the dungeon. I think it has to be on the heart container. I can wait for the check here just to be safe, but I'm pretty sure... Fuck. Horseheads, best puzzle. She lied as easily as she breathed. But this has to be like compass or the key, and the other one has to be compass or the key. And then the boss can have maybe compass, but probably the extra check. Well, boss has compass. Never punished. Link's just got perfect pitch. Alright, everyone. It's the counting show. You know it, you love it. 1, 2, 3. Ichi, ni, san. You got the key. I didn't know key logic in here could work like that. I guess it makes some... No, hold on. No, because you can get to... Well... No, because we go backwards through stuff. I guess theoretically it's... this is a dungeon... Yeah, you can get to the boss without keys. Alright. So turn home. Go do D3. I think we go do D... Oh, wait, hold on. We have an Ocarina now. We we are 3 items from Go Mode. That is D2 Nightmare Key, D5 Nightmare Key... No, sorry, 4 items. D1, D2, D5, and access to D7. Very nice! She's a 10! You have a chair. I would take a chair over a heart piece. Alright. Let's grab this. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I still can't believe it's vanilla honeycomb. Ugh, the worst part about vanilla honeycomb is that I'll actually have to check what it is, because I can't peek the fucking bear. Alright. We need very few keys. And we have every item we need, so we shouldn't need to fight the mini-boss. We can just use it for dong skip. Good old dong skip. Alright then. Dong skip for Wang %. I say we still don't have Rod to do Wang. Well, there's one of the 4 things we needed. So I guess we'll do D7 after this, probably. That compass is actually secretly useful. Rude. There we go. So because of no Nightmare Key, we can skip all but, like... We can skip anything we hear as a key. Assuming we hear it as a key. Because anything that falls from the roof isn't going to count. Alright, now we don't need to do dong skip. I need this, because I want to do dong skip. I'm so fast! Bo is an animal village. Well, there's Rod. Powder we don't need. That's a key, so we don't need it. So we can completely ignore the back way. He will get treats, and I will stretch, and... Okay, Kaba, we're doing it all after the race. Yeah, we just do this way. That didn't go boop, 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 boop. Alright, nothing. That went boop, 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 boop. Okay. But my physical condition... I've only been streaming for an hour and a half. It's fine. Visit the Yoki- Come on! Alright. I don't even think I have the Yokiro set up for this. I brought that on myself. Well, we'll go to the Yokiro when we start art. And art will go at least as long as the Yokiro. Oh, I do have the Yokiro set up for doing it during rando time. However, because it's a race, I'm gonna wait. So all of that will start when we swap over. Because he is I, and you are he. Alright. We gotta go to D7. D7 and D8. Both Bo's an animal village, then that means it's one of the trade items there. No. No, there's a better way to do this. I'm stupid. It's fine. There's a better way to visit Mambo. Mambo's Mambo. There's a better way to do it. We're gonna go up here. Check this out. This is gonna be fucking rad. Check it out. Check it out. Watch closely, chat. So we're gonna go in here. It's gonna be fucking rad. So we're gonna go here. Validate the run. We're gonna pop in here real quick. And then we're gonna hop down here. And then we're gonna go down here. This is gonna be so fast. Check it out. Oh! Oh! Alright, it sucked its arrows, but it's... And then we're going to... Because he's a 2D section, all the way back up mountain. So fucking fast. Check that shit out. Write it down. That's as a speedrun strat right there. No! Why are we shaking heads? It's not on your list? Well, add it to the list. Alright, we're gonna skip the first check because it's always a key in non-key sanity. I can't believe I have the bomb upgrade and I'm starting to run low on bombs. I don't even know why I opened that. That was not necessary. I was gonna say, when I find... Beak, we're gonna have to backtrack a bit. Rude. There we go. Sneashell. Whoops. Nope, come on. There we go. Alright, and then for my next trick... Gonna pull out the rod, just so I can delete this anti-Kirby. The anti-Kirby that always causes me problems. The bane of my existence. We still haven't found Beak, which is concerning. Hibiscus. Instead of doing super jump from the right of the chest. I'll take a peek at that. Still no Beak. And I still have 3 items till go mode, so... So, I'm gonna have to go to D8, get the portal, and then cash in the Hibiscus to see if it's bow for the check. Maybe. Unless I can key count, and it happens to be a key. That is D2s, alright. 2 more items for go mode. Rude. There's the Beak. Alright. We can go get the owl statues, of which there are 3. Quicker setup and the curbs doesn't ruin it. Alright, will we have real fake floors? Show me potato salad. Yay! A key? Ew, gross. That does mean all 3 owl statues are... hello? There we go. Why couldn't I go through the door? Wang! We asked 100 people, in which month does a woman start looking pregnant? September? Alright. I will now use my extra keys to just walk through. Because we gotta get this owl statue. Well, we know the level 2 shields and catfish. We're not gonna go get it, but we know it's there. Stopped right there. They never recovered. No! Kerbo! No, bad! Fuck. I didn't pass this correctly. There we go. I forgore. I'm punished. Gotta stop being a speedrunner. The shack jump. Let's go. Peg the pegs. Look, just because it's adult in here doesn't mean we can talk about pegging. Oh geez, I have 8 messages. Alright. Bong! Run! Alright. First I pegged, now I bonked. Maybe I should stop. I'm the streamer, I'm allowed to. I got that, the privilege. Trans proof. It's like trans pride, but different. Fundamental differences. Alright, so we know Bo is in Animal Village. Trans lefts. No! Fuck! Fuck! This is the worst combination of items to get stuck in there. Alright. Alright. I say, we know the shield is in Catfish, so this is technically in logic. We can go do everything in Catfish. It's in what Maddie considers to be logic, which is anything Maddie can do. We'll actually be really close to do D2 after this as well. So I might go out of here right into D2. We need more trans wrongs in life. Rude! Yeah. My bullying will continue until morale improves. Alright, now that we can identify keys, we can just skip anything that makes a key sound. Because I don't need more than 2. That didn't make a key sound. Hold on, that looks like a peak pun. People want trans rights. That's from discussing politics. We're just left out. Ah. Alright, so I'm gonna do... We don't need that, I'm just gonna leave it there. We're gonna go trade a hibiscus. I don't know if it was peak. Don't understand why people want trans rights. Usually they're left when discussing politics are just left out. It was great. There's Bo! Maddie's little gamble pays off. So we have every item that matters for doing D8 now. Alright. Watch this be a key. The only check that requires bow. And it's a useless, it's even worse than a key. Alright. Alright, listen for the key sound. No key sound. Is it the beak? Because the beak's the other thing we kind of need. No, it's yet more useless seashells. Son of a bitch! D8, why? Why you do? Why are you like this? Okay, there's beak. So there's this one. Shovels and Prairie. It's a nice cave. It's true. That's a key, we don't care. This is a key, we don't care. Okay, arrows. The boss is probably going to be holding a key. It counts the checkout side. Trying to mentally math this. Rude. She's going mental. I'm gonna do math! Yep, still a key, so... that means Blano's gotta have something... maybe? I gotta do the math. Okay, doing the math. It'll be faster to do the 2D section, probably. Yeah, we're gonna do the 2D section. Then we'll go do D2. Whoop. Nope. Fuck. It's fine. I love doing this with just boots. It's always fun. Alright. Horror basket. So that means the last check is behind Blano. That's fine, we can fight Blano. Make him earn his gym. Quick meths. Blamo. Alright, Blano. You better have the D1 Nightmare Key, or I'm gonna be mad. You know what? D5 Nightmare Key, just as fucking good. I will take that. That was worth the stay. Alright. We'll swing down, do D2. So we basically just need D1 Nightmare Key for go mode. I don't imagine we are gonna place well in this race, but... we have an extra key. Or it's non-key sanity, so... Rude. You don't need D5 Nightmare Key? No, I got... There are some rules I need to play by. I can cheat a lot of stuff, but that is, unfortunately, one of the ones that we as racers have agreed not to skip. As racers. You know, on your own you can do whatever the fuck you want. I can't stop you. Don't let me stop you. Don't stop me now, 'cause I'm having a good time, shoot star, shoot through the sky, defying the laws of gravity. I have that on one of my character playlists for Pathfinder. Oh, yay! We get to find out what the honeycomb is. Never mind! Fuck it, we don't need anything. I do need a key. I need one key. That'll do. And then we need the bare minimum amount for D1 and 5. Which is like 2 keys, or 1 key for D5. Should have equipped this when I did that. One key for D1. 1 key for D5, ideally 2. Because we need 1 to get through the front door. Sidewang! Never hit the switch in the lower right and go to the top row. Just hit the switch up there 3 times, stand on the pegs, get the chest. I teeter with what I do because in the speedrun we have to do something different. Alright, we gotta get 1 key. When have I last done the speedrun? It has been a hot minute since I did the speedrun. I think I'm like... I've recently gone down in placement. I used to be like top, or just shy of the top 30. There's my 1 key. But I dropped pretty significantly lately. I've been meaning to go back and try to get closer to my potential time. I got the sub 1 and I was quite happy, so... But that was when I stopped. And that probably... it's gotta be almost 3 or 4 years ago now. It's getting up there. Either get back or go do rando strats. No! I refuse! You dare me to get top 25? I don't think my time is... my sum of best is good enough for top 25, but I could... The problem with trying the speedrun is that it's a lot of, like... In terms of streaming it, it's a lot of repetition. Like, I remember I did do an entire thing where I was going to try to up my time again, and, like, it was just me. There was no audience for it. So I just kind of was like, alright, I will do this later. Looks at chat. Hey, there's some people here. And it's, like, significantly easier to, like, chat, throw in the stream egg and things like that when I'm not focused on the speedrunning aspects. Alright, we just need 2 keys. First one will be down here. Do we gamble left or right side for the keys? I could overkill Master Stalfos for the key. I think we just cheat Master Stalfos for the key. Fighting Master Stalfos sucks, but we have bow for... We have everything we need for arrows, so I think it's pretty safe for us to just overkill Master Stalfos 1. Versus doing the puzzles of other rooms. Free key! Confirmed, logical key, can't prove anything. It's those Goombas! They're here again! Everyone, let's get a free key! I need hookshot. One, two, a three. Oh, this is gonna be annoying with red tunic, but it's worth it. Ah, alright, we're gonna 3-cycle it. Alright. Win marimba! Last instrument achieved. This. Bonk. I think we go this way, it's faster. We lift fewer rocks. Let's visit the egg, its peak. Boo. It's fine. Alright, all rise for the national anthem. I can't skip it for once. Alright. Let's-a go. Left. Left. Up. Right. Right. Up. Left. Up. Alright, here we go. I haven't gotten this on the new controller yet, so... Alright, let's throw hands, Defil. Rude. Alright, Aga, let's fucking throw hands. There are only 2 forms with hands. Rude. Rude. I was gonna say, that was reflected. He didn't take damage. Judge, he's cheating. Judge, he's cheating. Get blue balled, baby. There we go. The only form to which level or red tunic matters, Moldorm form. Rude. It's gonna take 2 more cycles. Rude. How many hits does he take? I forgot. There we go. An amount of shots. Climb the stairs and... time. Can we check if Bear had Rang? Just a thought. There was a hint for Boomerang. The Boomerang hint was... I think it was in one of the dungeons, actually. Maybe it was in Animal Village and it was... There was a hint for Rang in the library. I forgot where it was. Alright. Let's look at how we compare. How badly did we lose? Show me potato salad. Alright. Big Will. Oh, wow, we beat Big Will by a lot. Luckwurst. Lost to Luckwurst by about 15 minutes. Beat Darkness Link. Beat Tomba. Wow, okay, we're in second with this time somehow. Despite how punished I was for not grabbing Feather, I'm in second right now. That's insane. It is Luckwurst. He's very good. I've beaten him some weeks. Just it's a gamble on whether I took a gamble and win on it. Alright, I'll remember to take my my screenshot this time. That said, I owe you a lot. Giving Binks a treat, but he's sleeping. I don't want to wake him up. We'll start doing our stretches and get our water. Oh, big stretch for our health. Warrior pose at home. Other warrior. Binks. Alright. I smacked you. I guess you can get your treat. Get my agua fresca. Oh, I'm actually low on the water. Alright, freshly hydrated. Let's yank this over here. Pour some cold water in it. Tap water refilled. Put it in the fridge so it cools off. Alright. Binks gets a treat. Here's our screenshot. Okay, it was closer to 20 minutes we lost to Luckworst by. Which is fine. There you go, Binks. Oh. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, let's prep our camera. Just in case we get a loot box. Come on, we want a loot box. The island looks like hell, by the way, at this point, with all of the stuff. I'm hoping for some island bits, because I want to make my own section with the witch hut I got. It's gonna be great. I love how it detects my, my thing is a face. It's great. Alright. And... loot box. And it's Binks! Oh, baby! Look at him! Oh, look, Binks, it's you from forever ago. When you were even more gremlin than before. I say, he has only become more gremlin with time. Yay, it's a Bink seed, though. We got the rooster! And a bunch of bushes. 13. Oh, we can't make the entire And more trees. So many trees. All right. Lots of stuff. What are these emails? My platinum point balance and secret layer things. That's fine. All right. Let's cap our controller. It can be plugged in. And I'm going to mark stuff, swap scenes, and be back in a second.